On my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach, there's a pain. You walk in my direction.
Dope soul, dope spirit. There are a lot of people that are in like the community of law of assumption that has this argument over, you know, does free will exist? And I feel like that's something we should talk about, right? Because free will plays a big role in life, and I really want people to understand free will exists. It exists, right? And I'm going to explain how you know it exists, right? Because a lot of people say, no, you can manifest whatever you want. You can manifest who you want. It doesn't matter. Like, they don't have free will. Okay, let's be serious here. And I know that we do have to be delusional when it comes to manifesting, but that's one thing I don't agree when it comes to a lot of people. Like, you know, you're going to have your different beliefs and you're going to agree and disagree on certain things. Beautiful. But when it comes to free will exists. And if you disagree, I want you to, like, you know, put in the comments why you think free will doesn't exist, right? So free will is basically you having the choice in what you do or how you act, right? You are making the decisions in your life. You have the free will to get up and go to work. You don't feel like going to work, but you're going to make the choice to get out of your bed, your comfortable bed that you did not want to get up out of, because you know in your head these bills are not going to pay themselves, right? So your free will is going to get you on out of bed. You're going to take your butt to work and you're going to grind. You're going to hustle. You're going to get those bills paid. If you didn't have free will, I mean, how do you do everything that you do on a daily basis? Like, who's making the decisions if it's not you, right? It just doesn't, I mean, I'm trying to figure it out, right? Because when I hear a lot of people say free will doesn't exist, especially when it comes to manifesting your SP, think about it. If free will didn't exist and you're trying to manifest somebody, you should have them in a snap of a finger. If free will didn't exist, right? You are fighting against somebody's free will when you are manifesting them. Please be honest here. A lot of these manifestation coaches, they do be making it sound good when it comes to, oh, free will doesn't exist. I'm not saying you can't go against their free will. I'm not saying you can't break down that barrier. I'm letting you know that free will is the barrier, okay? The free will is what you're fighting against. The free will is like that wall up that you just can't get through. You can't get through when you're like, yo, I want my person, I want my SP, I'm trying to manifest this person. What do you think you're fighting against? That's their free will. Their free will is deciding not to talk to you. Their free will is deciding to go with the third party. Their free will is pushing them away from you. So when you're manifesting and you're working against their free will, that's letting you know free will exists. I'm confused why so many people say free will doesn't exist. Huh. If it didn't exist, well, gosh darn it, everybody would have who they want that's trying to manifest who they want within seconds, within the snap of their finger. But what you're doing is you're breaking down their free will to get that person. But moral of the story is free will exists. Think about it. We are free to choose what we want to do. Your free will led you to this video. You decided to click on it. You took the act to click on this video. That is your free will. You made that decision. You did. Nobody else. Nobody's behind you. Nobody is. Now, I can say you can break down somebody's free will. You could literally get into people's head. You could literally get, you know what I mean? Like, you could get into people's head. I'm not saying you can't manifest that. So free will does exist. When it comes to witchcraft, domination work, anything, yes, you are tapping into their brain. That's very possible. It's very possible to make somebody think one thing. But at the end of the day, when a person is born into this world, they have their own brain, right? They operate through their own thoughts, through their own decision making, through their own, yeah. So if somebody goes out on like a killing spree, do you think they can go to the judge and be like, hey judge, I don't have free will. It wasn't me that did it. The judge is going to say, well, God damn it, who did it then? Because you're the only one here. We have the evidence on you. Who else was it? I don't think you can get away with that anywhere. Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't make that decision. I didn't get out of bed and get dressed, and I didn't do that. So who did? Free will. Free will exists. And I'm not saying that to try to get you to think that you can't manifest who you want or get your SP. No, you can. You can tap into people's brain. You can be on their mind 24/7, make them think about you, different things like that. But what I'm saying is free will exists. And I think that this is a big topic within the law of assumption community, because a lot of people, like, they say, no, free will doesn't exist. It does. Okay? Free will exists. All right? And if you do disagree, I want you to comment and discuss why you disagree. Why do you feel like free will doesn't exist, right? Because I like hearing the topic. I like, I like hearing people's opinion and things like that. I don't know. I just feel like free will exists, because if you didn't have free will, there's a lot of things that, I mean, you wouldn't be doing. You'll just be laying there, I guess. I don't know. You have the free will to decide whatever moves you want to make, right? You have that free will. Can your free will be played with? Absolutely. Can your mind be played with? Absolutely. But does it exist? Yes, it does. Please stop saying it doesn't exist. I need to know why people think it doesn't exist, because it does. And that's it. That's all. I just wanted to make that very, very clear and just talk about free will, because a lot of people, they try to manifest things and I don't know, maybe they tell themselves that to manifest it better. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But free will exists, okay? It exists. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.
On my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction.